So I'm recording this. The question was, how do you add in a background color? So I'm just going to launch the Wick Editor. You're looking, right? Okay, so now there's an autosave found, so I'm just going to load that autosave. Okay, this is Bruni's. This is really cute. So this is Bruni's little person, and now I'm going to add in another layer and add a background color. So I'm going to go to the plus, okay, and add in another layer, okay, and I'm going to zoom out so I could see the entire screen. I'm now in the second layer, the layer underneath. And if I don't want to mess up the top layer, I could lock it so that I don't accidentally click up here and mess up the little guy, okay? So now I'm in layer 2. Layer 1 is temporarily locked. I'm in my first frame in layer 2, and I want to make the background yellow. So I go to yellow, and I go over here, and I make a rectangle, okay? And I make... Now, look, see, I'm down in my second layer. I was accidentally in my first layer, so I almost messed up. I'm in my second layer. I'm making a rectangle, and it's going to be yellow. Now I have a yellow background. Now, let's say I don't want to just have a yellow background. I want to have the ground also. So I want to have a green ground. Okay, so I'm still in my rectangle tool. Now I'm in my cursor. Now my dude looks like he's standing on the ground. When I zoom in, it looks good. Okay. Now the only problem is this is only the first frame. When I go to the second frame, he's on a blank thing. Uh-oh. So what do? I take this and I pull it out. So that now that frame in layer 2 extends. Okay. So now in the first frame and the second frame, it'd still be visible. Now, if I'm making an animation that's 120 frames, and at a certain point, I want the background to change. So hold on. Control Z. So I want the background to change at a certain point. So after 24 frames or 2 seconds, I want the background to change. So I go here, and I'm now going to create a different color background. This background, I want to be all like blue. So I make my rectangle, and I'm going to make it blue. And there's my rectangle, and I make the rectangle blue. But what I really want to do is I want to make the guy underwater. So I take my circle. I take my eraser. Now, what about this part out here? That's not going to be seen in the movie because it's outside the frame. So now he went from being on the ground here to being underwater here, and I want that to happen for 2 seconds. So I just take this and I pull it out. 36, that's another second. I'm going to have it go to 48. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 seconds of this showing. Do you see how you mess around with the background? So now you understand? Okay, and that becomes the background for your story, that layer 2. And you can switch backgrounds as the scene changes. Okay? So now that I've explained that, I'm going to stop my Screencastify, and I'll put this in the material section. Okay?